This is the broadcast, Solokast, episode 2, entitled Hope. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, and I know it's been a while. There's a lot that's gone on since my last episode, and I was preoccupied with personal things and, life in general. First and foremost, I feel that I should say I'm sorry because in the last episode, I promised you guys that I would get right back on it, but I did not do that. So that's me not living up to my end of the bargain. So without, further ado, let's get into this quick episode about hope. Hope is the only thing stronger than fear. And in the past 5-6 months, I've had to learn that. The darkness is always there, pushing you and driving you. But ultimately, it's hope that keeps you going. You hope that you will accomplish your goals. And by way of discipline, that hope can become a reality. A friend of mine told me once that hope is the only real way that you dream while you're awake. And it took me a while to kind of chew that off because it sounded kind of hokey, But it's true. When you have this thing that you're going after, regardless of what it is, whether it's weight loss, or whether it's you want to marry the guy or girl of your dreams, or you want to land this dream job of yours, you're hoping that the effort and time you're putting into it will pay off in the end. But I think the important thing to know is that sometimes it doesn't. But that's not the end of the world. Sometimes you just have to brush off. You need to recalibrate, refocus, and just figure out the next step in your process. My process has been a long one. It's been 4 years. And somebody the other day asked me during this whole time, 5 years, I apologize, 5 years, and if at any point in this 5 years, did I ever have low moments? And my first response was yes or no. It was absolutely not. I've always was just this strong-headed, just go. And that is true. That is very true. I am strong-headed. I do go right for what I want and just come after it with everything I have. But there are times where things have slipped. My goal was to hit the 100s at one point, and that was fine. And I hit it. I hit 199.2, so literally the bare minimum. And then I felt that I looked sickly. So I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to put myself back up where I felt the best. And where I felt the best was between 205 and 215. So I started consuming a little bit more calories, letting things a little bit looser just to get up there. And before I knew it, I was at 237 again. And I had to pump the brakes immediately. And at 237, I had to refocus. Now, I could have taken that and just said, man, I failed this. This is completely on me. I have no chance. I'm just going to let it go and just fall back into this pit. But I knew I've done it before. And when I realized I'd done it before, this overwhelming feeling of like inspiration and all that came rushing over me. And I always called it inspiration, but it's not. It's hope. The hope was if I kept pushing, I would get right back to where I am now, which I did. And if nothing else that you take from this episode, I need you to understand that hope is the only thing that keeps some people going. And don't trivialize it to other people like, oh, it's just a wishful dream. That's all it is. No. Hope is the thing that drives you to discipline. Hope is the thing that drives you to work because it's a primary motivator, you know? You can ask anybody I know. I haven't seen very many people since I started this goal. You know, my best friends I've seen 2, maybe 3 times since I've started this. And that's not fair, not to them, but also not to me, because you need those people in your life. And then you meet new people. And you start realizing, you know, you're talking to them about the people you had. And you realize, no, I didn't had them. I have them still. They are in my life. These people are super important to me. I didn't make them the priority. And that's my fault. And then you fall into your habits of, for me, you know, working out, not seeing anybody, and the new people fall off. But hope was always looking at my old friends and leaning on them, and they were right there, man. They were good people. Really good people. You know, in this past year, I've seen incredible things. I have seen everything from people who've lost loved ones and bounce back. You know, eventually, it's not instant. From a place I never thought they would be able to. I've seen people on the brink of losing their businesses that they've worked so hard for be able to muster all this energy up and all this passion they have and save it. And it's all based on hope. You know, recently I've introduced a few people in my life that have changed things for the better. They get me. And I'm super appreciative of all of them. And they're the ones who inspired me to do this. And if I haven't inspired any one of you guys out there, understand, there are people that inspire me every day that aren't like these David Goggins, these Joe Rogans, these Jocko Willings. No, that aren't these people. People just like me. Good people. Everybody has their problems, but good people. And those are the people you need in your life. I'm thinking this is starting to sound a little ranty, so, I'm going to wrap this up, but this feels good. And the primary person I've added in my life lately has got me on the ball about this. They were like, hey, man, get your shit together. They're right. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy talking to you guys. Next week, I'm going to answer some emails that have been coming into my inbox. And I can't wait for that. You may hear the less serious tone in my voice right now, but totally worth it. I feel myself again for the first time in about a year. I feel great. So let's get it, guys. Let's get it together. And I think that the next 365 is going to be incredible. My goal is to try to release an episode a week, if not two. Can't promise two, but I can definitely promise one. I can knock it out. But thank you guys for sticking around so long. And there are going to be people and guests in here. One of them's a super secret surprise guest and a celebrity. So that's cool, right? That I've reached out to people that respond and, want to talk to you guys. Not just, it's not about me. It's about you guys. So that's going to be fun. So until next week, I will talk to you guys later. See ya.